IFS, walked up everything. I don't like big groups of Jeeps. Toyotas on 37s, IFS, it works. Do it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is another early morning. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning to drive 2 hours to go and drive Holy Cross. I have made plenty of videos on Holy Cross in the past, but I'm really excited. This is the first run of this year, or this season, so pretty excited. It's already been a crazy series of events. I was supposed to leave last night and get up here and meet up with some buddies and do some camping. But unfortunately, as soon as I went to leave my house yesterday, my headlights decided that they were not going to work, and I was not going to drive 2.5 hours with just pod lights on and blind people on the highway. So I messed with my headlights for a little bit last night, basically came to the conclusion that the ballast is fried and they just need to be replaced. So I'm meeting up with quite a few people today that actually did make it to camp last night, so we'll have a pretty cool group to go out and wheel with today. Couple Tacomas, some 4Runners, as well as some people that I just kind of passed on the trailhead that I met through Instagram, and they all have like built Toyota pickups and a first-gen 4Runner, a couple other cool trucks. At the moment, I'm driving up the main entrance to Holy Cross in hopes to find these guys' camp spot. So gonna go and find these guys, and we'll get rolling. All right, we found them. So we got Alan in the first gen Tacoma, Connor, Hunter's back there in the third gen, Will's over in the fourth gen. You guys remember Alan? We've done a bunch of Holy Cross stuff, a bunch of wheeling together. The last time we were with Alan, he was in a red first gen. Now he's in a gray one. Got rid of the red one, drove to California, bought the gray first gen, and has fully built this one out. And this thing is freaking sweet. The main upgrade to this truck is it's got a supercharger, and we haven't gotten him any camera time. We haven't done any wheeling since he's had this truck. We went out one time, but we didn't film it, so pretty excited to see this thing out on the trail. All right, we're finally moving. It's a little bit before 10 o'clock. Everyone was still kind of waking up from camp, so I didn't want to bombard everyone with a camera in their face. If you guys are familiar with Holy Cross, there's two entrances. Because Connor doesn't have rock sliders, we're opting to take the back way in, which cuts out quite a bit of bouncing around and some potential body damage. It's not anything hard. There's just some little pinch spots with some like knee-high rocks that are pretty hard to avoid. So we're taking the shorter route in. I'm leading, and it's gonna be a good day. We passed quite a few buggies and Jeeps and stuff already. I'm pretty excited to have our daily drivers up beside all these built rigs and get to do some wheeling today. Every time I've ever driven Holy Cross, we go in from the actual entrance. So I've never taken the back way in, and it's actually insane how fast you get to the first obstacle. Since we got off of gravel and onto the trail, it's been like 3 minutes, and we're at the first obstacle. pretty stoked on that. Went right up it. Kind of the make or break point of the day is how the first obstacle goes. And Connor's up. Where's the obstacle, dude? Dude,
I was expecting to struggle
that
a little
was
bit.
fucking so sick. Didn't spin a tire, dude. Didn't spin a tire. That was awesome. All right, well, that's good news. Connor made it up, and everyone else has driven this trail, so. Dude, the trail's never been this dry. That was the fastest that we've ever made it up that first obstacle. And being in a group of 5 rigs, it's pretty impressive for some daily drivers out here. You don't need much to go and have fun. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. First time I ever drove Holy Cross, I came up here in this truck and it was still on 33s. It might have been 35s. I really don't remember, but pretty bald Patagonia Milestar tires and open, didn't have gears, didn't have lockers. Everything was stock. I think I had done like Freedom Off-Road upper control arms at that point, and we were absolutely loaded down, full overland truck. So I made it to the top that day, but this truck really had no business being here. And I was with Will and Hunter, and that was really the first day that I ever met those dudes. So to be back here in a little bit different of a situation in a truck that actually works, it is a very cool full circle moment. That right there is exactly what I was talking about. Not only is my truck a daily driver, and it's not really all that extravagant, Connor behind me is in an old Tacoma with no armor, and all he's got is lockers, and we just passed a Jeep on 40s with rear steer. So it's a pretty cool experience to come up to Holy Cross and see what your truck can do, and you get to see everyone else's extremely cool builds. Made it to the second obstacle, probably my favorite one on the trail. Looks easy enough. Can kind of get a little technical for our fucking daily drivers, but if you don't have someone outside of the truck pointing your tires around, there's some tall rocks and you can definitely get stuck in here, but it's a fun one. God, that thing looks so fun. Go. Yep.
Look at the driver. There you go. Hell yeah, boy. Hell yeah. Honestly, keep it straight.
Yep. You're up. Stay in it. Yes, sir. Budget build, dude.
Some of the hard lines are turning into easy lines.
I know. There you go. Looking good. Keep them straight. Straight. Yes, sir. Little driver on the way up, and you're up. Stay in it. Good job, dude. Struggled more getting up to it than you did on it.
Alex, did you see Lawrence here?
Steven's here too.
Oh, no shit. Oh,
Also, you should I think you just have the wrong truck, dude.
wrong line. Right truck.
You just need. Alright, IFS dudes are making it up just fine. But we have a bunch of buggies behind us. Lauren and his group are pulling up, so we got Will to make it up and then get on out of their way. Passenger a bit, right there. Fucking in it. What do you think of that, dude?
IFS.
Dude. That was fucking... It's fun to watch. Make it look easy. Hey, go straight. There you go. Now you gotta get that front back.
Front dig.
Hey, what? In the parallel parking competition, you did pretty well. You go fishing? Alright, here, there's no one behind us but you.
Oh, fuck.
What was that?
CV. Yeah. Good or bad?
Oh, dude, great.
Yeah.
That's all you can hope for, really.
Inch. That's probably solid right there.
He was cool with this minute ago. He's like, you got your timer on? We like finish replacing the motor and everything.
You know what a pry is either. How about this one right here?
Valves are rusted. Jesus. All right, well, made it through the creek and made it through the hard part of the line and then started struggling a little bit and binded a tire, popped a CV axle. Nothing crazy, it happens. Everyone helped me get that thing repaired real quick. And then shortly after, like 10 plus Jeeps pulled up behind us. So we were a bit of a trail plug for a second. I went ahead and pulled up from the creek and I'm waiting on the rest of my group to get up here. I might walk down there and make sure Connor makes it through. There we go. Right there. He's the trip leader, dude. As soon as they get out, you can get by. Yep. Straighten them up. Straight. Straight, 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 straight. You good? Keep them right there. Just a rock. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Go ahead, pull forward, see if it'll walk. Good job. All right, well, we waited like a good 45 minutes to get into the creek, and Connor's the only one that didn't make it up without a rope, but it's because we're getting rushed out of here, so. Way she goes, I guess.
Hey, make it quick.
that tree. Dude, that's classic. All right, we're through the thick of it. There was one more obstacle that I just filmed Connor go up that we all kind of just ripped up pretty quick. That group that pulled up behind us in the creek was a relatively large group. I think they said they had 13 trucks with them. And the guy that was leading the group wasn't too stoked that we were having fun in the creek. So he got out and got all hot and bothered because Connor was trying a couple different lines, trying to make it up. It's his first time on this trail. We were all having fun. And he came out and wanted to rush us up, told us to pull winch because he had a big group. So it's kind of what we did. We gave him a few attempts trying to get it up there. And then with all that, tensions just get high. There's a lot of people standing around and watching. And it's really no fun when people do that. We gladly sat at the bottom of that creek for 45 minutes and watched everyone have their fun, try hard stuff, and make it up. And the group in front of us watched us do the same, helped us when we struggled, and we all made it through with smiles on our faces. So when people pull up like that, kind of ruins the whole vibe. And yeah, not really too stoked about that, but is what it is. We're gonna keep it pushing. We're almost to Holy Cross City. There's only a couple more 100 yards to the trail before we're there. We might walk up to Cleveland Rock and watch Lauren and all them with the buggies. And then from there, that's the end of this trail. So we're gonna hopefully get a good parking spot and not get blocked in by 13 Jeeps when we're up here. Also, I just hopped out of the truck because my ABS light popped on and I was just kind of looking under the rear axle. I had bashed it into a few rocks in the creek and I kind of pinched one of the hard brake lines. And it doesn't seem to be leaking or anything, but not ideal. I have another one at home, so just got to make it through the day and probably swap that brake line out. Just a whole recap on the day.
IFS, walked up everything. I don't like big groups of Jeeps. Toyotas on 37s, IFS, it works. Do it.
Yeah, it's funny, the Jeep dudes were yelling at us and they're nowhere to be seen.
Dude.
It's been like over an hour.
I hope they're still down there. I'm going to be talking so much.
Day's not over, boys. Would you look at that? Jeeps are still in the creek. 2 hours later. Yes, sir. My way. Keep it right there. I didn't do any more filming or explaining from yesterday, but essentially when we left Holy Cross, the truck started smoking going down the highway, and we pulled over and checked everything out. I ended up smashing a brake line in the rear axle and got it pretty good. If you can see right there, she's pancaked. So what that did, at least what I'm assuming that did, was lock up my shoes in the drum and the left rear tire and overheated the brakes. It started smoking. That whole drum assembly got so hot that it smoked the axle seal and then started spraying gear oil all over the place. So I ended up having to drive all the way home going like 40 miles an hour, and it was very stressful because I was like an hour and a half away from home. But obviously we made it. The truck is safe. Worst case scenario, I'll pull this one apart, it'll be fried, I'll just throw a different one in there, get the brake line swapped out, get the axle seal swapped out, top the gear oil off, and we should be good to go.